Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, welcome everyone to our Friday evening Bhakti Riksha program here today. So today we are going to discuss very important topic, and I'm going to do that topic in two parts, part 1 and part 2. So part 1 is today, part 2 is on Sunday. Okay, so make sure you attend Temple Sunday Feast class also, because we're going to discuss some of the very important questions which are generally asked, and we will start in a minute. The topic is God's plan exposed. Okay. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarin Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Namo Mahavedanyaya Krishna Prema Pradhayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurahatushe Namah. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhaktashaktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छः कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So as I said, topic is God's plan exposed, and it's based on how we understand God's plan. Generally, many times people ask this question: why there is so many problems in the world? Why there is so much suffering? Do I need mic?
No.
Okay, not too many people, right? So my voice is loud enough. Okay. That's okay. It's catching the voice directly. Hopefully. So, why there are so many problems? Why am I suffering? Why God does not answer my prayers? Why still I have to go through so many suffering? And then part 2 will be based on extending that question, that okay, if there is suffering and this is something because of my own mistakes, my previous mistakes, God knows everything. Why he doesn't stop me from making those mistakes? Right? Why can't God stop me before itself from making these mistakes? So if God did not let me make those mistakes, then I don't have to suffer like that. So all these sort of questions come. God knows past, present, and future. He knows that that particular person is going to commit this crime. So why God did not stop him ahead of time? Why he allowed him or let him do that activity, heinous crime? What is the real purpose of my freedom? So all these sort of questions come. So we'll try to answer these questions, try to understand these, why God let these things happen. So what is God's agenda behind this? What is God's plan behind this? And we'll read one verse from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and then we'll discuss based on that verse. Okay, so this verse is chapter 9, text 29. Samoham sarvabhuteshu na me dveshyasti na priya ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mai te teshu chapyaham. Samoham sarvabhuteshu
Samaham sarvabhuteshu
न मे द्वेष्योऽस्ति न प्रिया ये भजन्ति तु मां भक्त्या मयि ते तेषु चाप्यहम्. So what is Krishna saying? Samoham sarva bhuteshu. I am equal to everyone. Name dveshyasti na priya. I do not envy anyone and I do not favor anyone. It's not that I envy somebody or I have special favoritism towards somebody, or people who cannot come to temple, all these lower creatures, human beings or animals who do not come to temple, so I make them suffer in hell forever. So Krishna says, I do not envy anyone, I do not have particular favoritism towards anyone. Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya. But whoever worship me, whoever do my bhajan, maiti teshu chapiham. They are in me and I am also a friend to them. So they are friend to me, I am also friend to them. So even though Krishna says, in general, I do not envy anyone, I do not make anybody suffer, or I don't do any favoritism towards anybody, but who are my devotees, I have a special relation with them. Right? It's just like you are equal to everyone. To your left side neighbor, your right side neighbor, your front neighbor, back neighbor, you are equal to everyone. But to your own son, you have special affection. Right? So you are equal to everybody in general, you have same behavior towards everybody, but somebody who is very close to you, who is your own son. So Krishna is saying, somebody who is my dear devotee, I have a special relation with them. I'm friend to them, they are friend to me. Now, let's decode this verse. So what is Krishna saying? Samoham sarva bhuteshu. I am equal to everyone. Now the question, the first question which comes, why there is so much suffering? Why I have to suffer? Sometimes I pray to Krishna also, or generally people say, Bhagwan Raksha Karo, Bhagwan give me this, give me that. So despite of all these prayers, sometimes those prayers are not answered. Sometimes still you have to go through whatever is in your quota. So why does that happen? So Krishna says, I have made one simple principle, a simple law. What is that law? The law of karma. We know in this world there are many laws. Law of Newton, right? Newton's law, thermodynamics law, fluid mechanics law. So there are so many laws there. But above all those laws, there is Krishna's law, which is law of karma. And this law of karma applies to everybody. So Krishna says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu, I am equal to everyone. This law applies equally to everyone. If somebody does good activity, good karma, they get good result. If somebody does bad karma, they get bad result. They have to suffer for that. So when somebody asks, why am I suffering? At a very basic level, the understanding is, the answer is, you are suffering because you have done something in your past life, this life, in the previous years, or in the previous life itself. You have done something wrong, some sinful activity. Because of that, you have to suffer. So whatever suffering is coming to us in this life, it's because of our own some wrong activities we have done. Okay, so that is the first understanding. So when we ask this question or somebody asks this question, the first answer is, at a very basic level, this is because of our own karma. Okay, and then some people may accept it. Okay, I'm suffering, it's my own karma, what can be done? Right? So people will make this sort of statement. Even in India, very basic person, a very simple person, they also have this understanding about the law of karma. Even it's some rickshawala or somebody, okay, if you talk to them, see, you have to live in such a meager way or something, they will also say, साहब क्या कर सकते हैं, हमारा अपना कर्मा है. Right? They will answer like that. This is my own karma. So that is the first level of understanding. But God did not make this law of karma just for us to accept it, that yes, it's my own karma, because of that I am suffering. God wants us to go little deeper into that. So the second understanding is, the God wants us to become inquisitive. He wants us to inquire little deeper. It's not about simply accepting that yes, it's my own karma, but then going deeper, inquiring, because the purpose of God behind giving us that suffering as a reaction of our own karma is not to give the result of our activity, but Krishna wants us to become transformed in the heart. So we need to inquire. We need to ask this question, what kind of activity I may have done because of which I am suffering? Right? It's not simply accepting that yes, it's my previous karma, but then going a little deeper and trying to introspecting, what may I have done because of which I am suffering now? Because the purpose is, I don't want to repeat that activity anymore. I want to correct myself. So Krishna's purpose is to give us education also. Krishna's purpose is not to give us punishment only, but Krishna's purpose is to give us education also. So punishment is, yes, that was the first point, right? We understand, yes, it's my own karma because of which I'm suffering or I'm enjoying. But then Krishna wants us to take education. We need to inquire. What kind of activity I may have done because of which I'm suffering? So first level was our own reaction, and that reaction, first of all, may not come immediately. You understand that, right? The reaction may not come immediately. It's not that today I committed that some activity and tomorrow I will get the result. Not all the actions bring reactions immediately. For some activity, yes, reaction may come immediately. For some activity, the reaction may come after a few days. For some activity, the reaction may come after a few months or after a few years or after many, many years. For some activity, the reaction may not come within this lifetime. It may come in the next lifetimes. Okay, it's instant reaction versus delayed reaction. Just like you tell somebody is smoking or drinking, you tell, oh, this is not good for you, this is injurious to your health, smoking will cause cancer. If you keep drinking, it will cause your liver problem. And the person may say, oh, I don't believe in this. See, I'm smoking, nothing is happening to me. Oh, I have been drinking last 2 years, nothing is happening to me. Okay, so you are doing this activity, but nothing is happening to you right now. But it is going to come in due course of time. If you keep smoking, if you keep drinking, you are going to get that problem. It may not come immediately. It's a delayed reaction. For example, you go to doctor and doctor did your blood test and all, your cholesterol level is high. And doctor is telling you don't eat too much fatty items. Okay, your cholesterol level is going to increase. So you need to cut down your fat. You need to cut down on eating oily stuff or sweet things, sugar. And you say, no, I have been doing, nothing happened to me. See, yes, just by eating one gulab jamun or eating one puri, it's not going to increase your cholesterol level. But if you keep doing that on a daily basis regularly, ultimately you will get that problem. So the reaction may not come immediately. It's a delayed reaction. So same way in our activities, whatever activities we perform, it is going to bring some reaction. For the good activities, good reaction come. For the bad activities, some bad reaction is going to come. That's why there is sometimes happiness, sometimes suffering. So when we say, why am I suffering? Why there are problems in life? The first answer is it's because of our own karma. Second thing I said, it's not about simply accepting the reaction, but for us to introspect what kind of activity I may have done, which is causing me this suffering. Okay, just like if somebody is driving the car on the road and you broke some traffic rules, you jumped the red light or you did not stop at the stop sign, and the cops caught you and they fined you. Now you think, my own karma. So I may have done something, that's why the cop is giving me ticket, the cop is giving me fine. So I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I accept this. So you don't make any fuss, you don't get into fight with the cop, and you simply pay your fine. But it's not simply about accepting the karma, but then inquiring, what did I do wrong? Because of which cop gave me ticket. It's not that, okay, cop gave me ticket because I may have broken some rule. But then understanding what rule did I break? Okay, why cop gave me ticket? Which rule did I break? Did I jump the red light? Did I jump the stop sign? Or I was speeding? So what particular activity I did because of which cop gave me ticket? So being inquisitive. So Krishna wants us to go a little deeper, inquire, because Krishna wants to give us education also. Both reaction and education, when it comes, then it gives transformation of the heart. Only education may not give you a transformation of the heart. Only the experience may not give you a transformation of the heart. Because if you do not educate the person, if you do not give them proper training, proper education, but you just punish them, what will happen? They may become even more hard-hearted. Right? Sometimes they send the criminal to the jail and so much of punishment is given. And as they fulfill their imprisonment, they come out, they commit the same crime or even maybe more bigger level of crime, right? More heinous crime, because their heart becomes more hard. So along with the punishment, there has to be some education. So Krishna's purpose in giving this suffering is not to just give us some punishment, but give us education. And then if somebody, another example to understand is if somebody is in the jail. Okay, in the jail, that person is beaten up every day as part of his punishment. Now, one morning, he is told, today, we are not going to beat you up. Okay, today, relaxation for you. Why? Because today, you did everything right. You followed the rules of the jail. So today we are not going to beat you up. And this person is very happy. Oh, at least today no beating. But then ultimately this person should ask, in first place, why am I here? Why I came to jail? What did I do wrong for which I came to jail? And how I can go out of the jail? Isn't it? Because otherwise today they did not beat me, again tomorrow they will beat me up here. They will give me punishment. So the purpose is not to escape beating one day. Purpose is why I came here in first place and how I can go out of this place. So being inquisitive. So same way, just when we are going through suffering in life, asking this question to ourselves, what kind of wrong activities may I have done? I hurt somebody, I was cruel to somebody, or I may have tortured somebody, I yelled at somebody, because of which now I'm suffering. So let's take one particular example, let's say. Okay, I'm just taking one random example because those cases also come many times. Sometimes, let's say, husband and wife, they are trying to conceive a child and they are not able to conceive the child. Okay, they are childless. For years and years, they've been trying and they're not able to conceive. And at one level, they may accept it. Okay, maybe our own karma. That because of which we are suffering. We are not able to conceive the child. The second level is now to go deeper. Inquiry, inquisitive. What kind of activity we may have done because of which now we are suffering in this way? Maybe in my previous life, I killed the child in the womb, because of which now I'm not able to bear the child. So Krishna is punishing me. Or in the previous life, I mistreated children. Okay, because of which now I'm going through this problem. So the point I'm trying to make is it's not accepting the karma only, that oh, it's part of my karma only, but then going deeper, that what kind of karma I may have done so that now I can become more careful, that I don't want to commit those sort of activities again. So when we introspect, when we try to acquire that knowledge, that brings transformation of the heart. Now, number 3, going even further deeper into that, for us, so Krishna is putting us into that challenging situation, into that difficult situation, because Krishna wants us to demonstrate our soul qualities. Krishna wants us to demonstrate our best qualities in those difficult times. Now, आप में से कितने लोग भगवान को प्यारे होना चाहते हो? Okay, so now it has 2 meanings. That's why I spoke in Hindi. Okay, this sentence. Intentionally I spoke in Hindi. कितने लोग भगवान को प्यारा होना चाहते हो? If I say how many of you want to become dear to Krishna, then it's a straightforward sentence, right? How many of you want to become dear to Krishna? हिंदी में एक स्लैंग है, when somebody dies, वो लोग ये नहीं बोलते उनकी मृत्यु हो गई, वो चल बसे. कई बार बोलते वो भगवान को प्यारे हो गए. That's why I'm saying कितने लोग भगवान को प्यारा होना चाहते हो. मेरा मतलब वो नहीं है how many of you want to die immediately or something. So purpose is how many of you really want to become dear to Krishna. And for becoming dear to Krishna, we need to acquire certain qualities. Chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita, text 30 through 20, Krishna is telling the qualities. What qualities make somebody dear to him? Bhaktiman Same Priya. Okay, those set of verses, every verse at the end, Krishna says, Bhaktiman Same Priya. That devotee is very dear to me. So what are those qualities which make us dear to Krishna? So Krishna lists some of those qualities. Somebody who is equal to everybody, who is not envious to anybody, who has faith even in difficult situation, who doesn't put anybody into difficulty. Even somebody puts him into difficulty, he tolerates it. Right? Who has the quality of forgiveness, who is equal in happiness and distress, honor and dishonor, fame and infamy. So Krishna lists down so many qualities. So why Krishna puts us into difficulty? So the third level, going further deeper, Krishna wants us to demonstrate our real good qualities. Krishna wants to bring the best out of us. Because until you are put into test, how are you going to demonstrate that are you passing the test or not? Krishna says that devotee is dear to me who has this quality of forgiveness. So to now test you, do you really have the forgiveness or not? Krishna has to put you in that situation, right? That somebody has done something wrong to you, and in that situation, are you able to forgive that person or not? Are you able to tolerate the happiness and distress both equally or not? So Krishna has to put you in that situation. Are you able to maintain your faith even in the most difficult situation or not? So Krishna has to put you in that situation to test that. So Krishna sometimes puts us into this difficult situation for us to demonstrate our good qualities, our best qualities. Otherwise, if you are always blaming Krishna, why Krishna is giving me this difficult situation, it means you don't want the examination. Right? You just want to go attend classes, but you don't want exam. It's like that. So why we have sometimes these competitions also, right? Sometimes we have dance competition, singing competition, or these sports matches also, football match or cricket match. So why there are matches? Because the players are going to demonstrate their best performance during that competition time. But during that competition time or during that match, if the players start saying or complaining, "Arey, why they are putting me into this situation, that why I have to perform in such difficult environment and all." If the batsmen start saying, "Arey, why there are fielders there? I'm trying to hit and they're going to catch the ball or trying to hold the ball. Let me hit and let it go wherever the ball want to go." See, when this cricket match happen or any sports match happens, so many people come in the stadium to watch this match. Why they're coming to watch this match? Because they want to see the best performance of all these players, right? How they are going to perform in all these difficult situations and under this pressure conditions also. But now imagine there is a cricket match happening. There is one bowler, one batsman. Bowler is throwing the ball, batsman is hitting. There is no fielder, nobody to catch the ball, and the ball is just going to the boundary freely. How many people will come to watch that kind of match? Right? So this competition, these sports matches are there to bring the best out of those players, of those participants. So same way when Krishna is putting us into this difficult situation, that is also like a test for us to perform our best in those situations. Are we able to perform our best or not? Are we able to bring out our best qualities which are dear to Krishna? It's not that the students start complaining, oh, why there is exam, why Krishna put me, or why the teacher put me under exam, okay, why they made me study the whole year. Now in the exam, there is one difficult question. So the whole year, the syllabus, the curriculum is to prepare you so that in the final exam, you will be able to answer that question, no matter what question come through the whole curriculum. So when we see the problems happening in our life, we need to understand that at three levels. The purpose of Krishna behind that. Why Krishna is putting us into those situations, why there are problems in life. First thing, because it's our own karmic reaction. We may have done something wrong because of which now we are suffering or enjoying. Second thing, Krishna wants us to go deeper, to understand what kind of things I may have done because of which now I'm getting this sort of reaction. Third level, Krishna is putting us into that situation to bring the best out of us, to demonstrate our best qualities. See, during the Mughal times, when the Mughals were converting Hindus left and right, on the strength of the sword, they will challenge, if you don't convert, we are going to kill you. And there are so many people who got converted very easily because they said, let me save my life, and they accepted Islam. But there are many others who did not accept. They said, no matter what kind of troubles you give us, we are not going to convert. We have faith in God. God is going to take care of us. So Krishna, when Krishna puts us into these situations, Krishna is testing our faith also. Sometime when there are terrorist attack or some natural calamities, this question come. oh, when so many people got killed, or when the tsunami came, or now recent activity, Punjab, this flood is going on, right? So much of flooding situation is going on. And people ask this question, where is God? Why God is not doing anything? Why God is simply watching? Why He's not interfering? Why He's not saving people? When Kamsa was killing so many Brahmanas, killing the cows, people say, where was God that time? Why God did not save? When Hiranyakashipu was terrorizing everybody, killing the cows and Brahmanas, where is God? Why He did not save His devotees? Or when Ravana was terrorizing. So people ask these questions, but we need to understand God's plan behind that, because God wants to put us into sometimes this situation for us to demonstrate our faith in God. Are we able to maintain our faith or not? And at the very basic level, yes, it is some of our own karmic reaction for which we are put into that situation. Now, as I said, we are going to discuss it into two parts, part 1 and part 2. So there are some connection in part 2 also, which I'm going to answer. I'm not going to cover everything in one session because otherwise it's going to be too long. So far everybody is understanding at the 3 level why Krishna puts us into this situation. There is 4th understanding also. 4th understanding is Krishna sometimes puts his devotees into difficult situation to glorify that devotee. Right? Krishna put Prahlad Maharaj into this difficulty. It's not that it was his karma, that because of his karma he had to go through all this trouble, that Hiranyakashipu was trying to kill his own son. So Krishna sometimes puts his own devotee into the difficult situation to glorify his devotee, to make his devotee famous. That look at Prahlad Maharaj. Even in all these difficult situations, he did not stop chanting the holy name. He did not give up his faith. He went through all this trouble, but he was still fixed in his faith. You look at Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur, even though born in a Muslim family, but he took to the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And some Hindus itself complained, oh, this person is chanting Hindu God's name and he is spoiling other people also. He was brought in front of Kaji. And Kaji told Haridas, you stop chanting this name, otherwise I'm going to punish you. What was Haridas Thakur's response? Khand khand hoye de chhute jadi pran, tabhai na chodu harinam. I will not give up chanting the holy name, even if you cut my body into pieces. So that was the faith. And he was beaten in 22 marketplaces. Still, Haridas, he did not stop chanting the holy name. So Krishna sometimes puts the devotee also into a difficult situation to glorify his devotee. That look at this devotee, even among all these difficult situations, calamities, he does not leave. Now, even if a devotee makes a mistake also, Krishna's protection is always there. So even though Krishna puts us into these difficult situations, but Krishna is always there to protect us. Krishna always stays by our side. So there is another next verse in Bhagavad Gita. So we'll read that verse also. Now I'm going to narrate one story from Mahabharata. A very instructive story to demonstrate this point, how Krishna protect his devotee, even though it may be delayed, but Krishna's protection is always there. We just need to maintain our faith in Krishna. So text 31, chapter 9, text 31, Krishna says, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat chanti nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktya pranashyati. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktya pranashyati. Hey Arjuna, declare to the world boldly, my devotee will never perish. Okay? So Krishna is making Arjuna declare this to the whole world. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktya pranashyati. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, declare, you declare to the world that my devotees are always protected. My devotees will never perish. So yes, Krishna sometimes may give us difficult situation also. That is for us to demonstrate our best in those difficult situations. But Krishna's protection is also there simultaneously. We need to maintain our faith in Krishna. Yes, temporarily, I'm going through this challenge, I'm going through this problem. It may be because of my own past karma, or it may be Krishna is now testing me in this difficult time. But Krishna's protection is there for sure. So I will tell one story from Mahabharata. When this Kurukshetra war is going on between the Pandavas and Kauravas, and at that time, Pandavas, they defeated Bhisham Pitama also. Bhisham Pitama has fell on the bed of arrows. On the 12th day of war, Duryodhana goes to Dronacharya, and Duryodhana complains to Dronacharya that you are being partial to the Pandavas. You are not killing the Pandavas, you are not defeating the Pandavas, you are being very partial towards them. You have some favoritism towards them. They are your favorite disciples, right? Your favorite students. And Dronacharya, he became very angry. He could not tolerate this insult of Duryodhana. And Dronacharya took a vow that today I am going to kill at least one of the Pandavas, or I'm going to arrest Yudhishthira. So once Yudhishthira is arrested, this whole war is going to stop. Because once the king of opposite army is arrested, end of war. So Dronacharya, he took this pledge, he took this vow. Today I am going to arrest Yudhishthira. And then the whole Kaurava army, they made this plan that Dronacharya is going to create Chakravyuh. And he is going to arrange the whole military army in such a way that they move towards Yudhishthira and they will try to capture Yudhishthira within that Chakravyuh and finally arrest him. But there is only one problem. The problem is, as long as Arjuna is there, this Chakravyuh cannot survive. Because Arjuna knows how to break this Chakravyuh. So somebody have to sacrifice their life. They have to go challenge Arjuna and take him far away from the battlefield. So once Arjuna is far away from the battlefield, it will be very easier for them to create this Chakravyuh and entrap Yudhishthira within that Chakravyuh. So Duryodhana, he's okay, who can be sacrificed? Okay, who will sacrifice themselves to go after Arjuna, to challenge Arjuna and sacrifice their life? See, Duryodhana is a very cunning person. His whole plan is, in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, right, in first chapter, we read that verse where Duryodhana is saying, all these warriors who have assembled on the battlefield, they are ready to lay down their life for my purpose. Tyakta jivanam, mad arthe tyakta jivanam. So they are ready to lay down their lives for my purpose. So Duryodhana, he thinks of these two brothers, Shusharma and Sampatakas. He goes to them and tells them, okay, you need to challenge Arjuna. You challenge Arjuna, but don't fight with them. You start to run away from the battlefield and Arjuna will come behind you guys. So they made that plan. So he told Susharma and Sampatakas that you challenge Arjuna and take him far away from the battlefield. And once Arjuna is gone too far, it will be very difficult for him to return back in a timely manner and we are going to capture Yudhishthira. So in the next day war, 12th day war, this is what happened. So Susharma and Sampatakas, they challenged Arjuna and they took Arjuna too far away from the battlefield. And on the other side, now Dronacharya, he created this Chakravyuh. Yudhishthira Maharaj, when he heard that Dronacharya is creating this Chakravyuh, and he immediately understood what is his plan, what is cooking in his mind. And so he was in worry, and at that time Abhimanyu comes. Abhimanyu says, I know how to break this Chakravyuh. Okay? But there's only one problem. I know how to enter into the Chakravyuh, but I cannot come out of that. I don't know how to come out of that. And Yudhishthira, he said, okay, you go forward, we will be behind you. As you enter into the Chakravyuh, we all going to enter behind you. Okay? So that this Chakravyuh, you are not entrapped into Chakravyuh. We all are going to attack and we are going to break this Chakravyuh. But you lead the way. Now, there was another king from Sindhuraj. Who was that? Jayadratha. Now, this Jayadratha had previous enmity towards Pandavas. When these Pandavas were in exile for 12 years in the forest, one day this Jayadratha, he came to the forest for hunting. And he saw Draupadi in the forest that time. He saw Draupadi and he got very attracted towards Draupadi. He asked, who are you? And Draupadi told, I am Draupadi, I am the wife of the 5 Pandavas. Still, now who is Jayadratha? Jayadratha is husband of Duryodhana's sister, Dushala. So in one sense, he is brother-in-law of the Pandavas also, right? But he got ill motive. He wanted to enjoy Draupadi. He kidnapped Draupadi forcefully. And on her chariot, he started taking her away. Bhima came to know. So Bhima stopped him on the way, Bhima and Arjuna. And they bind Jayadratha. They arrested Jayadratha. They defeated Jayadratha. They bound Jayadratha and brought it in front of Yudhishthira Maharaj. What kind of punishment we should give? Yudhishthira said, he is our brother-in-law. He is the husband of Dushala, our sister. We don't want to kill him, but he deserves punishment. We have to punish him. So what is the punishment? We're going to shave his head and leave 5 tufts of hair. Okay. So for a Kshatriya to insult him that way, to shave his head, it's like death. It's worse than death. So they shaved his head and let him go. They did not kill him. Now this Jayadratha, he was so insulted, he was so infuriated, he wanted to take revenge from Pandavas. And to take revenge from Pandavas, he said, I do not have the ability on my own to take revenge. So he performed a lot of austerities to please Lord Shiva. And his purpose of pleasing Lord Shiva was to get boon from Lord Shiva that one day I will be able to defeat all the 5 Pandavas. So he performed austerities for so long, and finally Lord Shiva appeared and asked for boon and said, please grant me the boon that I want to defeat, or he wanted to kill Pandavas. So he said, I want to get this boon. One day I want to kill all the 5 Pandavas. And Lord Shiva said, I cannot give you that boon. It's beyond my jurisdiction. Pandavas are directly protected by Lord Krishna. So you cannot kill Pandavas. But because you have performed so much austerity, I will give you one boon. That one day in your lifetime, you will be able to defeat the 4 Pandavas except Arjuna. Arjuna is beyond your league. You will be able to defeat other 4 Pandavas one day in your lifetime. So he had got that boon. And now that was that one day when Dronacharya created this Chakravyuh. Abhimanyu is entering into the Chakravyuh. The other 4 Pandavas are going behind Abhimanyu to be his guards when he enters. Jayadratha, he fought with all these 4 Pandavas and defeated these 4 Pandavas, blocked their way to enter behind Abhimanyu. So Abhimanyu was left alone in the Chakravyuh. And we know finally, so that day Abhimanyu fought so vigorously with all these warriors, 6 warriors together. They attacked Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu killed so many of the warriors of Kaurava's army, but finally Abhimanyu was killed unarmed in that battlefield. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was very upset that I could not protect Abhimanyu. And when Arjuna comes back, what will I tell him? How will I face him? That we could not protect your dear son. So when Arjuna, after killing Susharma and Sampatakas, he finally returned back. Now, did Krishna not know what is going to happen? Krishna knew. Krishna let it happen. Why? Because Krishna had a plan. We cannot understand maybe Krishna's plan directly, but Krishna has a bigger plan. Sometimes people ask this question, why did Krishna let Arjuna, Abhimanyu die in that battlefield? Could Krishna not save Abhimanyu? Abhimanyu is Krishna's own nephew, right? Krishna is Mama. So could Krishna not save? Krishna knows everything. He knows past, present, and future. Why Krishna let Abhimanyu die in the battlefield? Because Krishna has a bigger plan. Krishna knows everything. With our limited understanding, we cannot understand Krishna's plan. Sometimes to win a big battle, you need to lose a small battle. Okay? Sometimes to win a big battle, you need to lose a small battle. And that was a small battle where Abhimanyu lost. Abhimanyu was sacrificed. Because what was Krishna's plan? Krishna knew in this Dharma Yuddha, all these great warriors which are there on Kaurava's side, they cannot be killed without irreligious means. How you kill Dronacharya? How you defeat Ashwatthama? How you defeat Karna and all that? All these people, they can be defeated with Shatoshatyam principle only. Be cunning with the cunning. And for that, first let them break the rules. Then it will be easier for Pandavas to break the rule. So that was the first day in the war when the Kauravas broke all the rules and attacked, first of all, multiple people together on one warrior. And that also when he was without chariot, without any weapons, still they attacked on him and killed him. So now Krishna says, this is how these all will be killed. Otherwise, it was not possible to kill them all. So Krishna has a bigger picture. We may not understand Krishna's plan in our life immediately, but as we move forward, we can connect back the dots. Oh, Krishna did this and Krishna had a bigger picture. I could not understand it earlier, but now I understand this. Why Krishna did this to me. So Krishna knew already this is what is going to happen. Arjuna is going behind them, but on the battlefield, Abhimanyu is going to die today. Krishna already knew. So as Arjuna came back that evening, Arjuna came to know what has happened. He asked Yudhishthira, who killed Abhimanyu? That is not important. Why you all could not go behind him? So Yudhishthira told, the real culprit is Jayadratha. Jayadratha stopped our way. We could not go behind Abhimanyu to protect him. So Jayadratha is to be really punished. Jayadratha is the one who is the real culprit behind this. Arjuna was so devastated. He was so furious. Arjuna immediately took the vow. What was his vow? By next day sunset, I am going to kill Jayadratha. If I don't kill Jayadratha by next day, next sunset, I am going to enter in fire. I will give up my life. So Arjuna boldly made that vow in front of everybody, and Krishna is beating his head. What are you doing? You made this vow publicly announced. Now Kauravas also know this. You have taken this vow. They are going to do everything in their hands to protect Jayadratha now. What are you going to do? So Arjuna is saying, this is not my problem. You figure out. Right? Krishna is telling, Kaunteya pratijanehi name bhaktya pranashyati. So Arjuna is reminding, see, you told that my devotee never perish. So it's not my headache. You figure it out. Arjuna went to sleep and Krishna is awake all night to end the worry of protecting Arjuna. So Arjuna made this vow, I am going to kill Jayadratha by tomorrow sunset. If I don't kill, I will enter into fire and I will give up my life. So next day, before the war started, this whole night, Duryodhana is celebrating in one sense. Duryodhana is thinking, this is the best opportunity we have got now. One day only before our victory. Tomorrow, if we are able to protect Jayadratha, tomorrow Arjuna is going to give up his life anyways. And after Arjuna give up his life, our victory is certain. Nobody can defeat us then. Once Arjuna is gone, he is the biggest roadblock. in our victory. Once Arjuna is gone, nobody can stop us. So he gathered, he had a big meeting. He called a big meeting that night, told everybody, one day just put all your energy, all your strength and save Jayadratha somehow. Jayadratha should not come in front, Jayadratha should hide behind, and everybody should circle around Jayadratha, arrange all your armies, keep Jayadratha in the middle so that nobody can come and touch Jayadratha. So Karna, Dushasana, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, all these big warriors, Shalya, they all arranged their full armies in circles there. So Jayadratha is behind many layers. Okay, so Arjuna has to defeat all these warriors, fight with all those big army first, 11 Akshwani Sena, to reach Jayadratha. So Krishna has created that situation in Arjuna's life. Why? To bring the best out of Arjuna. It's not that Arjuna has to go through some sinful reaction to get this miserable state, to get that anxiety. Krishna is doing that to bring the best out of Arjuna there, that Arjuna is able to demonstrate his best martial skills. Under this such a pressure condition, he is able to give his best performance under this too much of big pressure. So this whole war started. All day Arjuna is fighting, trying to reach Jayadratha, but he is too far away from Jayadratha. And by the afternoon time, Arjuna's horses are too tired. He's running here and there. They are too tired and thirsty. See, Arjuna is under pressure that before sunset, I need to kill Jayadratha. But Krishna here, he wants to take care of everything. He is worrying about the horses also. Krishna tells Arjuna, your horses are tired. They are thirsty. You need to take a break. Arjuna is thinking, break? Sun is moving towards Astachal. Surya chupne ki taraf ja raha hai. You are asking me to take a break. You are worrying about the horses. Krishna says, no, you have to stop. You have to first take care of the horses. So Krishna told Arjuna to create a big compound wall. Okay? So that nobody is attacking at that time and the horses can take a break. And then he asked Arjuna to shoot an arrow in the ground to bring the water out so the horses can drink water and take some rest. So Arjuna followed. Arjuna did everything what Krishna is saying. Arjuna did not ask, oh, don't tell me this. Why you are asking me this? Why are you asking me that? Krishna is telling something, Arjuna followed. Why? Because Arjuna told earlier to Krishna, Yatha ichhasi tatha kuru. I will do as you say. So Krishna is telling, stop the war, create this compound wall, make a pond of water for the horses to drink. So Arjuna did that. But at the same time, Arjuna is under anxiety, is thinking, Samaya is passing away, the sun is going to set and I need to fulfill my vow. How am I going to do this? So after the horses have drink water, Krishna has massaged the horses personally. Now again the war starts. Arjuna is fighting Karna, defeating Karna, fighting with Ashwatthama, somehow defeating Ashwatthama. At the same time, he's again and again looking at sun, which is going towards the west. It's about to set, and Arjuna is under full anxiety. Now at that time, Jayadratha is too far away. At that time, Jayadratha is hiding behind all these soldiers. He's not even lifting up his head. Right? दूर से सर उठाया और दूर से अर्जुना ने बाण छोड़ दिया. If Arjuna shoots an arrow from far away, it can sphere his head. So he is ducking his head down, not even coming up, lifting his head. Now, as the time is passing, the sun is about to set. Krishna told Arjuna, you are not going to be able to kill Jayadratha like that. I have to do my Maya. I have to do some arrangement. What I'm going to do, I am going to spread darkness. And when the darkness comes, it will appear as if the sun has set. And then the Kaurava army will start celebrating that, oh, sun has already set and Arjuna is going to give up his life. They will have this celebration occasion. Then Jayadratha will automatically himself come out to celebrate his victory. So Krishna is Yogeshwara, right? He is the master of all mystic powers. So Krishna, with his mystic power, he spread darkness. All of a sudden, there was so much darkness, as if the sun has set. Nobody even looked at the sun. The sun is there or not. They said, oh, darkness has come, sun has set, and they all started celebrating. They started playing their bugles and drums and conch shells. That, oh, sun has set, sun has set. Arjuna could not fulfill his vow. He will enter into the fire, because as a Kshatriya, they will fulfill their vow. Nobody has to tell him. So Arjuna is going to enter into the fire, and now victory is ours. And Duryodhana told Jayadratha, look, your enemy, he's going to give up his life. So Jayadratha now looks up, comes in the front dancing. Okay, now nobody can do me anything. Arjuna is going to die. And Krishna told Arjuna immediately, hey Partha, take your arrow and shoot this Jayadratha. Kill him immediately. Arjuna immediately took his bow and arrow, put the arrow on the bow and shoot the arrow. Now, arrow immediately went and severed the head of Jayadratha. Jayadratha is on the chariot. How tall the chariot may be? 4 or 5 feet tall. And on that, Jayadratha is standing another 6 7 feet. So 10 11 feet. So if you drop a ball from 11 feet high, how long it will take to come and fall on the ground? Anybody? Mechanics studies? Right? How much time will it take? 10-15 seconds. Okay. So that much time, the head is cut off. It's going to fall down on the ground. And as the arrow cut the head of Jayadratha, now Krishna is telling, Part, let me tell you another thing. Don't make the head fall on the ground. Don't make the head fall on the ground, because there is a mystery behind that. Now head is already starting to fall down. Arjuna take another arrow and shoot on the head again, which is falling down, to again lift the head up. So head goes up, again it is falling down. Arjuna shoots the arrow again to lift it up. So it's Mahabharata describes Arjuna is like playing. He made the head like a kadamba ball, shooting the arrow to take it up. Again, head comes down, shoots the arrow to take it up again. And parallelly, now Krishna is telling the background story. There is a reason why the head should not fall down. The father of Jayadratha, the Jayadratha's father, Vriddakshatra, he did not have a son for a very long time. And finally, with a lot of austerities, prayers, he got the son. And as he got the son, he heard a celestial voice. The voice said, your son is going to be a good Kshatriya. Okay, he is going to be very powerful. But a great Kshatriya is going to kill your son in the battle and cutting off his head. As Vriddakshatra heard this celestial voice, he was filled with anger, and because of his austerity, he had his power. He gave a curse that whoever will make the head of my son fall to the ground, his head will burst into 100 pieces. So now Krishna, as Arjuna has already cut off the head, now Krishna is telling this background story. Don't make the head fall down. So while Krishna is narrating this whole story, Arjuna is playing with the head. Head is coming to come down. Arjuna is shooting arrow and taking it up again. And Arjuna says, shoot the arrow and make the head fall in the lap of Vriddakshatra, who is performing austerity outskirts of this Kurukshetra. There is another name of Kurukshetra also. So he is performing austerities there. Make the head fall in the lap of Vriddakshatra. So Arjuna shoots the arrow finally. The arrow goes like an eagle taking the head and goes all the way where Vrindakshetra is sitting doing austerity and make the head drop into his lap. Now all of a sudden, now somebody is sitting. If ball comes and falls into your lap, you are sitting, closing your eyes, and something immediately comes and fall in your lap. What will you do? You will be surprised, like, kya ho gaya? What happened? What happened? And you will immediately get up from your seat or something. So this Vrindakshetra, as soon as the head came and fell into his lap, he got up from the seat, this head fell down on the ground, and immediately Vrindakshetra's own head was burst into 100 pieces. Because he gave this sort of curse, he himself became victim of that. Now, the point of telling this whole story, let's connect back some points. So first thing is, even though Krishna puts us into some difficult situation, but parallelly Krishna's protection is always there. We need to have faith in Krishna's protection. Krishna says, Panteya pratijanihi name bhaktya pranashyati. Declare to the world, my devotees never perish. So Krishna is putting Arjuna into that difficult situation to bring the best out of Arjuna. Now Krishna could have told about all this previous day also. When Arjuna took this full vow, pratigya, tomorrow evening before sunset I am going to kill Jayadratha. Krishna could have told this whole background story also. Krishna did not tell that, okay, you will not be able to kill. I have to do my Maya and then you will be able to shoot the arrow on Jayadratha. But again, be careful. Don't make the head fall on the ground. Let it drop in the lap of Vrindakshetra. Krishna did not tell all that. The daytime whole thing is going on and on. This fierce battle is going on. Krishna is taking care of the horses and all that. And then finally Krishna says, okay, I'm going to spread my Maya. And Arjuna did not ask why, how I'm going to kill. Arjuna said, okay, whatever you say, I will do. Then Krishna says, okay, shoot the arrow and kill Jayadratha. Arjuna shoot the arrow. And then Krishna says, wait, don't make the head fall on the ground. Arjuna said, okay. Now Krishna is telling this whole background story, and finally Arjuna dropped the head into the lap of Vrindakshetra. So Krishna's protection is there. It may be delayed, but Krishna's protection is there. It is just like sometime we think, why Krishna made me go through all that? Krishna could have done that earlier itself. Right? Why Krishna made me go through all this trouble and all that headache? Krishna could have inspired me from within earlier itself to do this thing. So just like example, you are preparing for the exam and somebody is complaining, oh, why they wasted my whole year. They made me study all these subjects and then in the final exam only one question. They could have given me the exam question. I could have just prepared for that and write the exam. Why they make me go through the whole year study when in the exam only one question was going to come? Because if you already knew the question paper, will you study the whole year trying to learn the whole subject matter? Then you will be wasting your time in some frivolous activities, watching TV and just playing around and all that. So you will not spend time in study. You already know, oh, this is a question going to come in exam, so I will just prepare for that. And then you will be committing or just wasting your time and committing maybe so many other nonsense activities for which you have to go through some other suffering. So this whole thing is to prepare us for the final exam. So they will make us study all that. So same way Krishna sometimes does arrange certain things in our life so for us to prepare for that final exam. The whole curriculum is Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuro. So Krishna has given the whole curriculum. Right? And out of that curriculum, the final exam is, are you able to remember me at the time of death? Antakale cha mameva smarneva smart muktaha kalevaram. So at the time of death, if we are able to remember me. So we have to prepare for the whole curriculum, always remembering Krishna. Then final exam is At the time of death, are you able to remember me or not? So we should not ask or uh, question Krishna's intention. Why Krishna made me suffer like this? Krishna could have already made this arrangement in my life. Why Krishna made me go through all these difficulties, all these challenges? Sometimes the devotee may also feel, well, example, just for example, you are doing fundraising for the temple. Okay, you need to raise some funds and you're planning to meet 1,000 people, okay, to go ask for some donations. And out of those 1,000 people, maybe 2, 3 will give some donation. So you go to the first person, that person insulted you. Second person, he again said so many nasty things to you. The third person, he did not even bother to look at you or bother to talk to you. And finally, so morning till evening, you are going to so many different people. And finally, in the evening, somebody, he speaks nicely to you and agrees to give some donation. Now, if you start thinking, why Krishna made me go through all that? Krishna knows past, present, and future. Krishna already knew that out of these 1,000 people, only these 3 people are going to give me donation. Krishna could have inspired me in the heart directly that, oh, you go to this person and this person. So I could have directly gone to them. Why I had to go from morning to evening, so many different things and suffer in so many different ways? Why? But because this is Krishna is trying to use you in his service to bring the best out of you. If you already knew that, okay, I need to go talk to these 3 people and they're going to definitely give me donation, then you will think, maybe okay, I will go in the afternoon. Okay, what is the rush? I know anyways these 3 people are going to give me donation, so I will go to them. So maybe you will waste your time in the morning doing some other nonsense activities, maybe watching something on YouTube or Netflix or something, or doing something else. So Krishna made us go through all that to bring the best out of us. So now coming back to our starting point. So just summarizing, why sometimes when we ask this question, why there is so much suffering, why there's so much difficulty, or why it seems like my prayers are not answered. First answer, first understanding, when the problem was coming in my life, it's because of my own some past karma. Second level of understanding, going deeper into that, not just simply accepting it's my past karma, but then introspecting, inquiring what kind of past karma I may have done because of which I'm suffering, so that now I can become more careful to not commit those activities again. So to bring transformation of the heart. Okay, it's not about simply punishment, but second level is for education. And the third level of understanding, going further deeper, why we are sometimes put into difficult situation or go through some miserable situations. Krishna wants us to bring the best out of us. Krishna wants us to demonstrate our soul qualities. Are we able to demonstrate those qualities in those challenging times? Because if there is no test, how is the examiner going to find out if we have learned that subject or not? Right? So for us to demonstrate our humility or our tolerance or our forgiveness means we have to be put into that situation where you have to demonstrate those qualities. So for us to demonstrate our best qualities, Krishna puts into that situation. Now there are some very elevated devotees for which it's not, for them it's not because of past suffering, past karma or something. It is for them to glorify, right? To glorify them, to spread their glories. Krishna makes them go through those situations. For Arjuna, right, for the Pandavas, for Prahlad Maharaj, Krishna is putting them into this situation to glorify them in front of the world. That look at my devotees, so wonderful they are. They are put into so many difficult situations, but this never left me. Right? They never gave up this process. They never gave up their faith in me. So ultimately, Krishna has given us the whole curriculum, and that whole curriculum is Man Mana Bhava Mad Bhakto Mad Yaji Mam Namaskuru. And out of that whole curriculum, the final exam is Antakale cha mameva smar muktoha kalevaram. Sapriyati. What is that standing part? Antakale cha mameva smarneva. Yapriyati madbhavam yati nasti atra sanshaya. Okay, so somebody who is able to remember me at the time of death, he will attain me for certain. Okay, so now part B of this will be on Sunday. And the question we are going to address is why Krishna did not stop me from making the mistake in first place when he already knows that I have to suffer because of this mistake or this particular activity. Right, so we are going to answer that in Sunday's class. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. And hold on to your questions after the second session.